Alright y'all, what's good y'all? It's your boy Chris and I'm back at it again with another video. You already know it's Loso, in case you ain't know so. Today we in the Tesla, so it's a car vlog. I'm gonna be talking about the last road trip. I'm gonna be talking about, in this video I'm gonna be talking about the last video, how we took the road trip from Dallas to Georgia to the Smoky Mountains, from the Smoky Mountains to Gatlinburg, Tennessee, to back to Dallas. But we specifically, I want to talk about to Gatlinburg, Texas. Specifically, I want to talk about the part where we're going from Gatlinburg, Tennessee to Dallas, Texas. So I charged way too many times, in my opinion. I'm gonna go ahead and count this. So I stopped once in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. That was $13. Then I stopped the second time in Crossville, Tennessee. That was $14. Then I stopped in Nashville, Tennessee for $15. Then Dixon, Tennessee, $5. Then I stopped again in Jackson, Tennessee for $8. Then I stopped in Memphis, Tennessee the sixth time for $12. The seventh time I was in Brinkley, Arkansas. The eighth time I was in Little Rock. The ninth time I stopped. So the Little Rock was $15. The Brinkley was $7. I don't even know what number I'm at. But then I stopped at New Boston, Texas. That was $17. I think that was probably my ninth stop. My 10th stop, I stopped in, oh no, that was my last stop for that day. And then on that day, because the car was pretty much dead, we stopped at, my wife was driving some places in Dallas, so she charged for that day. So pretty much 10 plus stops to get back on this trip. And it was like 15-hour drive, so it was ridiculous. So now that I got that out the way, just want to talk about having an EV vehicle in this modern day. We're about to make my way down to, I'm trying to make our way down to the Nike store. But crazy to me. Y'all seen in previous videos the amount of stops I had to take, the amount of time it adds to your trip. So I went to California. I had that California video from Washington to California when I was out there. And I'm pretty sure I had another vehicle. I'm pretty sure I had another vehicle traveling down to Georgia or before. So leg of the trip is usually it's about 6 stops going on I-20 from Dallas to Georgia. But for whatever reason, going from Gatlinburg, it was, as you can see, I probably stopped in Tennessee at least 7 times. So that right there was very inconvenient. A lot of those trips, the lower amounts, I'm pretty sure I have it on the screen, but a lot of the lower amounts, I was probably charging for 15 to 20 minutes. But it's just the fact that you're getting off and then you're traveling with family, with the little ones and my wife. And a lot of these chargers are random parking lots. There's no food places where these superchargers are at. I'm glad they're all off the highway, but they're never at anywhere you would want to be. Like, you want to send money. Every once in a while, you'll get a charger and all outlet. But most of the times when we got to those chargers where it's like a nice shopping outlet, it was hours they're already closed, or early in the morning they weren't open yet. So we didn't really get to take advantage of those onesie twosies. But a lot of these chargers are literally, and besides the chargers you get, random ones at Buc-ee's every once in a while, a lot of them are just in a random lot with stores you don't really want to shop at. No food for you to eat, or that you would want to eat, really. And there's been a lot of times where there are a lot of places and gas stations and then the supercharger will be on the other side of the highway. I'm not about to walk over to the other side of the highway. To be honest, my honest recommendation for those interested in a Tesla or EV vehicle, and my suggestion to those that work at Tesla and Elon Musk, I know you fired the whole supercharger team out here in Texas, but seriously, when y'all building these superchargers, I would highly recommend building these things in the size of gas stations. I feel like it don't even have to be a Tesla supercharger. Any EV superchargers, they should be attached to gas stations. They should be at the same gas stations that a regular car goes to. Because use those gas stations, they usually have restaurants attached to it. There's other stuff. The best word of advice for building them is where there's stuff for you to do. You're going to be charging for 20, 30, 50 minutes sometimes, depending on what kind of car you got. Imagine if I had a Model X. I think it would have probably been an hour stop every time. So if you got an hour stop, I understand we have these video games you could do in the Tesla. You could have your controller and you could play Fallout, Solitaire, all types of games. There's drawing games. You can make beats in your car. You can make fire beats, actually. There's a app for that in the car. There's Netflix, there's Disney. You can watch shows and stuff in your car. But like, everybody don't want to do that. And then especially if you have a long trip, you really don't want to do that. You want to have something to go out and do. My wife wants to go find a nice place to use the bathroom. If we have an hour stop, I want to be somewhere where I can get some good food. I don't want to have to always settle for the McDonald's or whatever. And there's nothing wrong with McDonald's on a road trip or whatever, but half the time that's not even near the supercharger, right? So I have to drive to it. Things like near Starbucks' coffee shops, things like that, just to make the EV experience way better. I know there's a lot of updates going on with Tesla, with the software and stuff, and I'm aware of EVs aren't doing the best right now as far as selling cars, but that's a big factor into it. As I said in a video a couple months ago, it's just hard. If you don't have a Tesla and you just have any other brand EV, the chargers is just crazy. It takes longer to charge. It's harder to find them. There's long wait times. I know Tesla's allowing others to charge at their superchargers now, but I don't think that's at every location. So it's just a lot that goes into it, really. And those are the big things, but utterly ridiculous. Look, I don't know. Definitely, story short with this video, Teslas and long trips are a no-go. It's a no-go. You gotta use a gas vehicle for a long trip unless you just have nothing better to do with your life and you're not in a rush to get to your destination, wherever it is. Then by all means, you'll probably save a lot of money. Like I said, I don't think a lot of these superchargers, I don't think I spent more than $15, but that adds up. I probably stopped 10, 11 times. So is it really worth it? Let me know, because I don't, at this point, I don't know. Is it really worth it? I think on regular or driving around town and stuff, or commuting and stuff, I think it's worth it. But other than that, I don't think so. Let me know. If y'all got an EV, let me know. But I got off at the wrong exit, so I'll get back with y'all in a second once we make it to Nike. Yes, sir. Nike. I don't really ever got anything in here. Okay. Some bronze. Okay. What we got? They got some air span. These are kind of fire. I didn't see nothing.